What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Wolverine issue number 48, part 8 of the Sabretooth War. Most recently, what we saw is Wolverine depowered, no longer having his healing ability, but he finds himself safe aboard the Exile's boat, aboard the ship the Maroon. And then Sabretooth, he's currently locked up down in the depths. When Necra used the Death Seed, the plant grabbed hold of Sabretooth and it holds him close. Everyone assumed that this would hold him, but Kid Omega is soon learning that that's not the case. Add in the fact they have much bigger problems on the horizon, because Graydon Creed has showed up, leading an army of Saberteeth. If they thought Victor Creed was a problem, things are about to get turned up to a whole other level. So make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we pick up upon the Exile. We see deep below Krakoa, Wolverine is beat up, bandages all over, sitting in a gurney being fed IVs. Now Sabretooth, on the other hand, he is near escaping this Venus flytrap that Doug had created for him, that Krakoa created to hold him. As Wolverine sits here, he thinks about his past. His mind has been plugged into pain, fueled by rage. When Kid Omega had shot that bolt into his brain, something shifted. He has been doing this for more than 100 years of living. He has seen all kinds of suffering, but he also remembers that there has been so much good, something that he sometimes forgets. The good and the beautiful should be the reason that he is fighting, at least more than the ugly and the bad. When we pick up with Sabretooth, he thinks that he's been killing it, that he has been winning this game of blood sport. But now everything has gone dark. He is a prisoner, a victim once again. The story that repeats over and over in his life. No matter how good something may be, it always goes sideways. And he is sick and tired of there always being a trapdoor underneath his feet, thinking that he had that runt in his trap, but now he's the one caught up. He had started this war with an army, but he is back to being all alone again. As we pick up on Orchis Station 5, we have Wolverine trying to make her escape, now surrounded by Saberteeth drones and Graydon Creed himself, now going by the moniker of Bad Seed, with X-23 having no other option, already calling X-Force, turning off the cloaking so that the Stark Sentinels can see the ship. She opens up the bay door and she jumps out, with the Stark Sentinels beginning their attack. We pick up with Wolverine. He says that in a way, it's kind of a relief of losing his powers, that he's seen so many dead. The fact that he is still here, carrying all the deaths with him. This feels more like a curse than a power, but he patches up his hands, and he heads above deck. Showing up on the coast of Alaska, Necra is not happy about being here, and he lets them know that you're all welcome to go, but I could really use all of your help. Creed may be off the table, but there is a whole army of Saberteeth to take down. This is when Third Eye sees something. That is when Third Eye sees Graydon Creed, as he witnesses Graydon Creed jumping from that ship, landing on one of the Stark Sentinels. He begins to pull away at its head, pulling all the electronics out. With his extra-dimensional tech, Orchis technology is nothing for him to hack. With the Orchis station looking like it's about to be taken down, one of the Stark Sentinels shoots on another, ripping its head clean off. Inside the helmet of this Stark Sentinel, we have Graydon Creed. Now he is using his Stark Sentinel to take down the others, shooting them out of the sky one by one, with Wolverine and the others hopping out. They are headed to a bunker at the center of this island, kind of a end-of-the-world bunker, if you will. But as they make their way here, they run into some bears. Wolverine saying, "We don't want to kill these guys, we're invading on their land. At the very least, just hurt them, make them run away." Necra not being happy about this at all. She's able to put down one of the bears, Third Eye's able to make one of them go to sleep, and any of the others have already run off. This is what leads them to the center of the island. he had asked Forge to build him a bunker here, something that anticipated a day just like this. A moment when all was lost, including his powers. As he opens up the door, we pick up at the North Pole. They have picked up the SOS coming from Laura, the SOS coming from Krakoa. But they don't have a Bluebird anymore to go to her rescue. And so what happens is Black Tom. We see Tom able to create a ship out of organic vegetation. He builds this ship straight out of the ground. And Phoebe is letting them know that Quentin has gotten contact, that they gotta hurry because rescuing Laura, that's definitely a priority. The bigger priority is that Sabretooth is beginning to break free from the Death Seed. But when he comes up, he's definitely gonna have something to face. With Wolverine stepping out of his bunker, we see him in his fully adamantium armor. He is wielding the Muramasa blade. Wolverine has just upgraded himself tenfold. He is now ready to face an army of saber teeth. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. So this is definitely an interesting direction to go. I honestly don't know how I feel about it. Having a fully adamantium armor, why weren't you just wearing that all the time? How many times has Wolverine died? How many bodies have been lying around with his adamantium skeleton? And then you're telling me this whole time you have had armor that could have protected you in 90% of the fights you were in. I mean, you guys had Wolverine die so many times, they could have created this armor probably 4 or 5 different times. They had stockpiles of adamantium. This was discussed on how they were always able to coat Wolverine's bones every time he got resurrected. So it's not like they had any kind of shortage of adamantium. It seems rather silly, especially considering all the things that Wolverine has gotten into, all of his X-Force stuff, and everything else in between. Like, maybe you could have been wearing this armor for some of those missions. I kind of think the whole concept is silly though. But I'm not gonna lie, it is going to be fun watching Wolverine use the Muramasa blade and just slice through Sabretooth. It is gonna be an absolute bloodbath. Definitely not a deep thought comic, but if you're looking for slash and gore, if you're not trying to think too hard on it, this might be the comic to just light one up and giggle. But let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you want to get caught up on everything that is going on with the Sabretooth War, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It'll get you completely caught up on everything that is going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership, much like Patreon having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you're unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.